Hi, I'm Laura here, Sante OT, sensory health coach. Just wanted to share something with you because I was doing some training early on in the week, and it really struck me how powerful this tiny little bit of advice is, and I wanted to share it with you so that you could do it and try it, see how it works for you. And the advice that I was giving to the staff team was if you see a behavior, to do it. And then when you do it, you can feel exactly what is going on. Because when we're dealing with sensory issues, we are looking at what we feel from the world outside us and what we feel from our own bodies. So it's really important that we get used to knowing, getting in tune with the senses and seeing what we sense about what our body's doing. So if the body is hitting, or if you have a child who's fisting or hitting, or just doing something like that, if you do it with your own hands, you'll be able to get a feel. If you know your senses, you'll be able to get a feel for what kind of sense is being hit. So if, as in, what sensation are they seeking, or what sensation are they trying to avoid? Because our little ones are so good, or our adults are so good at telling us what kind of information their bodies need at any moment in time. So it's very much about observing what the behaviours are, trying to sort out and work out what it is they're getting from it, what it is they're trying to avoid from the situation, what is it they're communicating to us about this behaviour, and then working it out and finding something that is much more appropriate than maybe the activity that they're doing themselves. So if they are fisting or hitting or whatever, if you know your senses, you will realize that they are probably applying deep touch pressure into their hands, as well as getting muscle and joint information by actually moving their fingers. Some kiddies, their hands are so kind of like floppy and just out there that even some of this flapping, if you do the flapping as well, that will exactly tell you that they are looking and getting more information from their joints and their muscles, because their brain's getting that information from their hands as they flap. So lots of flapping, lots of squeezing, lots of fisting, lots of hitting. They're all looking for similar types of sensory input. And that's exactly what we want to find. So that if they happen to be hitting other people or other things, then we want to be finding things that are more appropriate for them to be doing with their hands, rather than, some people will also pick at their own skin, won't they? And they'll actually draw blood. So often, like the picking, it could be because there's pain. Obviously, there's normally lots of things that are involved with it, but there could be pain. So actually picking and actually playing with that area makes it a bit less painful. They're just disturbed by it, but by putting in deep touch pressure into the area, can override some of the pain or the discomfort that they're feeling. So yeah, lots of picking, lots of scratching. They are unhealthy because they're going to be damaging their own skin and their own systems. If they're hitting, they might be damaging somebody else. If they're hitting your wall, then that is definitely going to be damaging the environment, and you don't want that either. So we need to find things that they can give their hands to do, such as, for example, Play-Doh. You just have to find something that is suitable for your age and stage of whoever it is you're working with. I just have things hidden in my Play-Doh, but it's very good. It's very, I can't even get it out. It's really tough to get out of these boxes, actually, because it's that good. Actually, this is Theraputty. This isn't Play-Doh itself, and that's on the Amazon site, actually, of my website. So, but it's pretty intense, and you can actually, squeeze it into your hands. So if you don't have them up and around, if there's no room for them to go, boxing or using it, you can use something that's quite solid, like this, and that they can sit and actually squeeze and play with. So getting deep touch pressure, a lot of muscle input, a lot of joint input. So lots of the squeezy balls, lots of the fidgets will be doing that kind of thing. So if you don't need it because you think that, because they're not running around being overly stressed or anxious, but they are likely to be telling us there's something that they need in their hands, by using their hands as sensory tools. So if we can give something else for them to squeeze and to pick and to work with, then they're less likely to do it for their own hands, and they're less likely to do it on anybody else. So that's just one example. But you know, if you have a toe walker, if you walk on your toes, you can just experience it now. You'll feel, if I stand up, I'm going to lose you out the camera, but it's like standing up and you can feel it in your calves. And that's another issue, actually. I'll go into toe walking another time. But essentially, if you see somebody doing something and you think, oh, that's a bit weird, or I don't know what's going on there, is it a sensory issue? Is it not a sensory issue? Is it something that I need to deal with? Is it not? I would definitely have an experience and try it for yourself, whether that be putting your hands over your ears and see how that changes the sound for you. If they're humming, try and hum yourself and feel what's going on, so you can feel vibration as well as auditory. You might be able to feel or to hear that things are being blocked out from the environment because somebody's humming. So that can tell you, you can try and put 2 and 2 together. Sometimes you'll get 5, and that's maybe where it's better to come back to me, or send me a message or whatever on Facebook and just let me know, or email me and say, well, actually, my child's doing this, or my loved one's doing this, and I think it's because of such and such, and then we can talk about it and find if that really is the root of the problem. But I would say whenever you see it, do it yourself. Get a feel for what it is that they are seeking or what it is they are avoiding, and then from there you can start putting strategies in place. So I hope that's just a little tip for today, and we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.